Are you familiar with the term gray rocking? I did not know this was a thing, but if you are the child of a narcissistic parent, you most certainly have probably already done it. You just didn't know you were doing it like me. So, what is gray rocking? Gray rocking is purposely ignoring or being non responsive to a narcissistic person. I find this term so interesting because I'm still in this education stage and understanding how to recover from narcissistic parents. And everything that I've done or want to do or have been forced to do for my own mental health has a term. And gray rocking is definitely something that I've been practicing for the last, I'd say, 3 to 4 months. Um, and for me, because I'm a big communicator, like I like to talk, I like to ask questions. Um, when I'm around a person, I want the conversation to flow. So for me to have to stop that completely has been, at first, I felt like I was being disrespectful. Um, I felt weird. It just didn't feel right. It didn't feel like a nice thing to do. And the purpose of doing it is when you deal with a narcissistic person, they seem to thrive off of upsetting you. It's like they get a rush. You can see it in their eyes. They have this little smirk. And they also are very skilled at asking questions that you have to answer. They like put you in a box or put you in a corner, and you're forced to respond to them. Um, a lot of times they ask questions not necessarily for you to respond in a negative way, but they ask questions to get more and more information. Because the more and more information they know about you, the more that they know what you're doing, what you're thinking, how you're moving, they create these roadblocks in your life. So I have an elderly parent that lives with me, and at first, when he came to the house, I was talking to him every day, taking him places. What do you need? What do you want? What do you want to do? It's after he got well, because when he first came to my house, he was really, really, really sick. So when he started to get his energy back up, I wanted him to be active. I just wanted to engage with him. And slowly started to see this man is draining the life out of me. I mean, literally draining the life out of me. And after I started piecing things together and realized the narcissistic behavior patterns, I was like, wow, I'm literally feeding him. I'm feeding him. So I have to cut him off, just cut him off. So gray rocking is what I've been doing all along. I just didn't know there was a term for it. And the reason I smile when I talk about this, it's not because I think it's funny. It's a relief. It's a smile of relief. Because if you're not a disrespectful person, especially to adults, someone that's older than you, it doesn't feel good to do the things you have to do to protect yourself from that narcissist. It does not. It doesn't feel good at all. But to know there's a term and I was already one step ahead of it makes me feel great. And it's not easy at first. You have to practice, and they'll keep pushing and pushing and pushing. But once they realize that a new boundary has been set, the thing about a narcissist is they get in line. They still will try to probe and go around you, but the more boundaries you set, the more they're like, okay, I got to figure a new thing out. I got to figure a new thing out. And then in my situation, instead of asking me questions now or quizzing me about different things, now he's starting to go towards my husband because he knows he's not going to get it from me. So, have you ever done gray rocking in your narcissistic parent relationships? How's it working for you? Um, were they resistant? Did they get in line with what you were trying to do? And did you feel guilty like I did initially? Like initially I felt really, really bad, but I don't anymore. So let me know how your gray rocking with your narcissistic parent has worked for you.